For 36 years, he was the most powerful man in Iran, a religious leader, a revolutionary, and a key player in the Middle East's most complex geopolitical struggles. To some, he was a defender of sovereignty. To others, a symbol of resistance and repression. On the 28th of February 2026, his life ended in a dramatic and controversial explosion. But who was Ali Khamenei really? In this video, we look beyond the headlines and explore 10 defining facts about his life. Ali Khamenei was born in 1939 in Mashhad, one of Shia Islam's holiest cities. His family claimed descent from the Prophet Muhammad, but they lived modestly. His father was a low-ranking cleric who supported the family through teaching and religious ceremonies. As a child, Khamenei often went hungry, surviving on bread and raisins. In 1958, he entered the seminary in Qom, a move that would set him on a path far beyond theology. 1962, Khamenei joined Ayatollah Khomeini's movement against the Shah. He was arrested 6 times by Savak, the Shah's secret police, and spent years in exile. He studied under Khomeini and embraced the doctrine of Velayat-e-Faqih, the idea that Islamic jurists should oversee the state. By 1978, he was back in Mashhad, organizing resistance. When the Shah fell in 1979, Khamenei became a key figure in the new Islamic Republic. June 1981, Khamenei was giving a speech at a mosque in Tehran when a bomb hidden in a tape recorder exploded beside him. The attack left him permanently disabled, his right arm paralyzed, his vocal cords damaged. He survived, but the trauma shaped his worldview. Later that year, after the assassination of President Rajai, Khamenei was elected president. He led the country through much of the Iran-Iraq war, all while dealing with the physical and psychological aftermath of the attack. The Iran-Iraq war was a defining moment for Khamenei. As president, he also served as head of the Supreme Defense Council and often visited the front lines. The war killed over 1 million Iranians and devastated the economy. But for Khamenei, the real lesson was international. Western powers turned a blind eye to Saddam Hussein's use of chemical weapons. That isolation would shape his later policies: self-reliance, resistance economy, and military strength. When Khomeini died in 1989, the succession was not straightforward. Khomeini was not a senior cleric. He held the title of Hojat al-Islam, not Ayatollah. Under the constitution, that disqualified him. But the Assembly of Experts amended the rules, and Khamenei was appointed supreme leader. He later admitted he felt unworthy, calling the role symbolic. In reality, it was anything but. Over 36 years, Khamenei worked with 6 presidents, from reformists like Khatami to hardliners like Ahmadinejad. He rarely intervened in day-to-day governance but held final say on all major decisions. When Khatami sought dialogue with the West, Khamenei allowed it, but only within limits. He promoted a resistance economy to withstand sanctions and kept the system stable through internal and external pressures. His leadership was defined not by ideology alone, but by survival. Under Khamenei, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, grew from a militia into a powerful institution. It controls military, economic, and political networks. For many young Iranians, especially in rural areas, joining the IRGC became a path to social mobility. Critics call it a shadow government, but for Khamenei, it was a loyal force capable of protecting the regime from internal unrest and external threats. Unlike many world leaders, Khamenei kept his personal life out of the spotlight. He married once, Kojesta Safi, and she never appeared in public or engaged in politics. They had 6 children, 1 son. Mujtaba is politically active and seen as a possible successor. The others live privately. Western media often allege the family held vast wealth, but no evidence has surfaced. Those who knew him described his lifestyle as modest, even ascetic. Khamenei's influence extended far beyond Iran's borders. He supported groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, Shia militias in Iraq, and Hamas in Palestine, together forming what he called the Axis of Resistance. This network gave Iran strategic depth and a front line against Israel, and the US, his stance on Iran's nuclear program was similarly firm. He called it a sovereign right and refused to bow to international pressure. For Khamenei, negotiation was a tactic, not a goal. On the 28th of February, 2026, Khamenei was killed in a strike. On his office compound in Tehran. The operation, reportedly carried out by Israel with US intelligence support, used a mix of satellite surveillance, cyber infiltration, and precision targeting. It exposed major security failures and marked a dramatic end to a long and controversial era. Whether seen as martyrdom or assassination, his death left a power vacuum and a region bracing for what comes next. So, what do we make of Ali Khamenei? He was a product of revolution, shaped by war and defined by survival. To his supporters, he preserved Iran's independence. To his critics, he held the country back. But one thing is certain, for more than 3 decades, he was at the center of every major decision in Iran. His story is not just about one man, it's about a nation caught between faith and power, isolation and influence, tradition and change. What do you think? Was Khamenei a defender of his people or a symbol of stagnation? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.